A lot of people ask me that how am I able to do so many things at the same time? For example, I have a full-time job plus a YouTube channel where I have to post videos every other day, plus I have so many posts on LinkedIn, and I have some group coachings as well. So how am I able to run so many things at the same time? So the answer is not about how I multitask. The answer is about how I allocate specific time slots for specific things so that I can focus on one single thing at one point in time. Because today's age is of internet and the age of distraction. You may be watching a YouTube video, or rather you may be listening to a YouTube video while drafting an email, and at the same time your phone may buzz and you may get distracted to see a WhatsApp message chat, and then you get involved in the WhatsApp message. By the time you come back, there are notifications on Facebook, so you go over there, like or comment on some of the posts. And then by the time you realize that you were drafting an email, 20 to 25 minutes are already gone, and then you have to again context switch and come back to your email. So in multitasking, while people think that we are actually parallel processing, the reality is that our brains are not like computers. So we are not having the capability to run tasks in the background. We have to context switch. We have to switch from one task to another and again come back from the next task to the previous task. So in the process, what happens is we actually focus so much on context switching that our real concentration from that task itself is gone. And this can happen on other occasions as well. Let me give you one example. If you are having dinner while watching TV or while watching something on your computer, then at times you are so engrossed in the movie or on your computer that you actually don't realize how delicious the food is. So while you are doing two things at the same time, you are not able to enjoy or cherish both of them equally. So while our brain can take zillions of bits of information at the same time, it can only process a little bit of it per second. So one thing which I want you to take away from this video is that concentrating on one single task may be the most important factor in achieving flow and concentration. And I've read this and I'm sharing this from this amazing book called Ikigai. And let me share some of the tips which I followed to concentrate and not multitask, but rather focus on one task at a single time. Some of these tips are coming from this book as well. For example, don't open your phone for the first hour of your morning when you wake up, and also for the last hour before you go to bed, please don't use your phone. That way you will not be distracted by notifications and emails and things like that. Point number 2, when you really want to focus and achieve something in the flow, then either switch off your phone or rather put it on airplane mode or do not disturb mode. Next important tip is keep one day aside in a week or 10 days where you will not do anything digital. So you can imagine that as a fasting day for digital things. So one day where you don't do anything digital, you either read books or play outside with your kids or with your friends or go to a mall or do whatever you want to do, but nothing on the digital front on that particular day. You can also go to a cafe which does not have Wi-Fi, for example. Another important tip is to respond to emails at a specific point in time. Of course, if your job requires you to check your emails frequently, then it's a different matter. But otherwise, just keep a designated time when you will check your emails and respond so that you don't come back to your Microsoft Outlook time and again. Then, of course, the next tip is the Pomodoro technique, where you concentrate for 20 minutes and take a 5 minutes break, or maybe concentrate for 40 minutes and take a 10-minute break. There's so many videos on YouTube regarding Pomodoro technique. Have a look at them. Next important tip is to work in a space where you will get very less distraction. So if you're working from home, please make sure that you work in a room or in a space where there is limited distraction. So if you have a TV playing nearby or if you have kids playing nearby, there are high chances that you will get distracted. So try to find out a place in your home where you get very limited distraction. Another tip is to do similar tasks at the same time. For example, if you have to generate invoices or make phone calls or write emails, you may do tasks which are of similar nature at a given point in time. Also, if you're working from home, one more tip is to define specific places or corners in your home for specific tasks. For example, if I have to create videos, I'll sit either over here or in a different room, and I know the timings when there is very limited distraction at this particular place. So today at 3 o'clock, I know there are very limited distractions at this place. So it is the ideal place to create videos when there is enough light coming from everywhere. So that's just an example for you. For your work, you can define similar places where you have very limited distraction. So to sum it up, a focused mind, living in the present, getting one thing done properly at a time is the key to achieve a lot more than what you would achieve if you are multitasking. All right, I hope this was useful. Do let me know if you have better ideas in comments. I'll be happy to read and respond to them. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done it already. I'll see you in another video very soon. Take care. Bye for now.
खत्म, बाय बाय, टाटा, गुड बाय, गया.